Ciao, sono la Vitati e oggi vi farò vedere la storia del gioco AFKJourney. Questa è la parte dell'avventura della Magister TatiAmiCuore che, dopo la perdita della memoria, si ritrova a correre contro il tempo e a risolvere sfide e conflitti nel Regno di Esperia. Rimani con me fino alla fine per esplorare insieme l'ampia mappa del mondo di gioco, affrontando le missioni della storia principale e i conflitti locali, e scopriremo le migliori strategie e andremo a risolvere gli enigmi e i misteri insieme agli eroi che la Magister troverà durante il viaggio. Cosa succederà nel destino della grande Magister? Andiamo a scoprire insieme questa grande avventura. Ah, ricordati di iscriverti per vedere tutti i capitoli della storia nel mondo di AFKJourney. Buona visione!
Magister.
Tamicia, why did you suddenly lower your voice?
Just being cautious. Magister, could you double-check the map and make sure we're going the right way? Is that so? It's a relief. Do you have something on your mind, Magister? With your meticulous nature, you'd have done it yourself even if I didn't mention it, right? I brought it up for a reason. I don't trust Atalanta. Magister, correct me if I'm wrong. You seem to have quite a history with her and even received some of her goodwill. I trust your judgment, so when you suggested traveling with her, I didn't voice my objections. But I personally will never trust her, because she has betrayed my trust. I think that bringing up old issues will only disturb you. It's enough that you understand my reasoning.
The Tamicia and Atalanta thing? I swear, I don't have a clue. I've been partnered with Tamicia for quite a while. Back then, she'd been sent to Oakenfell because of a bad investigation. But despite that, I don't know much about her friends, or even her enemies. Tamicia holds herself to high standards and isn't exactly close to anyone. I genuinely want to look out for her, but it seems to backfire every time. But I can do better. Let me think about Tamicia's past. Tamicia's past. Oh, I just remembered something. You'd never guess this, but she used to lead the choir when she was young. But those days are long gone. When she first became a knight, she wasn't as reserved and serious as she is now. As her senior, I remember her being quite loud back then, always striving to keep up with training, and she was closer to everyone than she is now. I can't exactly remember when she began changing. Tamicia started talking less and began distancing herself from everyone. Perhaps it was around the time when she was tasked with investigating the whereabouts of the Faith Stone?
You met Atalanta in the Dark Forest, right? I thought you had accepted her as a guide because you had a lot of faith in her, but I noticed you subtly checking the map earlier. course, of course. It's always reassuring to travel with you. You never miss any details. So, what's the deal? What really happened between Tamicia and Atalanta? Okay. You're a pro at keeping secrets. You know what? It might be time I shared a story about my first love. Hey, you seem awfully curious. But since you won't tell me their secret, I'm not going to tell you mine.
At the end of the day, you can only rely on yourself, right? Is that really how you feel? I've seen you getting attention wherever you go. I almost thought you were the type who's always all smiles. But well, you asked me to be your guide, and yet you were still double-checking the map. It's really disheartening. You don't even trust me this much? Even after I lent you a hand in the dark forest. Look, please trust me. No matter what doubts you have or what you've heard, it's better not to hastily conclude that I'm unforgivable. It's already the dead of night. The old markers have been wrecked by the golems lately. I need to explore to figure out which way to go. Oh, but you guys aren't confident in letting me explore alone, huh? Especially you, Tamicia. The way you're looking at me, it's like I'm about to bring back a bunch of bandits to attack here.
You should remember that I never wanted you to guide us on this journey. But now, since she has accepted you as a companion, I feel responsible for keeping an eye on you.
I bet looking at me is the last thing you want to do, huh?
It's unfortunate, but I have to. Because I'm more aware than anyone else here that you are not to be trusted.
Let's go then, Tamicia.
I'll keep an eye on her. We'll be back shortly.
Oh, I really wish I could join them.
You just want to be part of the drama, don't you, Valen?
Turn back, now. You know well enough that what I've shown you so far is just a warning.
Why are you still in my way?
I'm begging you to pause. The Sun Temple poses grave risks for you. Why would you want to risk your life like this? Especially since I've seen you weak and near death before.
I'm much stronger now than before.
I know, but I can't help but feel concerned.
Don't get confused. Why do you think I said that to reassure you? You can't stop me. The past won't repeat itself. All along this journey, you've been complicating things. Atalanta, just let this go.
Come on. Who was in the middle of everything back then? Who's still stuck in a cycle of self-punishment with silly, strict rules?
That is what I deserve. I once neglected Dura, disregarding the rules of the Templar Knights. Now, it's time for me to make amends. I once blatantly broke the rules of the Templar Knights by letting you go. But now... Valen, please.
Huh? Me?
This is the suspect that stole the Faith Stone and escaped in the past due to my failure. Please take her back to Hollowstone for confinement.
What? That was Atalanta? So that's to say you acted that way then because... Sorry. But for such an important suspect, is Valen gonna escort her alone? Considering how small he is, maybe I should lend a hand.
My physique is a sanctuary relied upon by many beautiful ladies. Are you saying you have a problem with it?
No. Lucius, you should stay. Remember, our main task on this journey is to track down the golems.
But originally, wasn't it our task to protect the item in the Sun Temple? Once back in Hollowstone, I can lead the knights to your destination to reinforce...
Lucius, you said too much. Yes, we were originally headed to the Sun Temple, but as this is an internal temple matter, I can't say more. Valen, don't worry. With me and Lucius around, we'll make sure she is safe.
That's quite the pledge. To be honest, I'm not sure if she even needs our protection most of the time. But I understand knights are always on about protecting stuff. Leave the suspect to me. I'll give the general the full report. Take care. See you later.
I'm still a bit stunned. Atalanta stole the Faith Stone?
Let's not dwell on this. We should keep moving. Which direction do we go now? Lucius, we're almost there. Keep everyone safe on this dangerous road. Atalanta and I, we were friends once. When I was young, blessed by Dora's grace, I became the lead singer in the nearby temple choir. One day, as I sang in my stiff choir gown, I spotted a new face, a stray child. She was wandering around the temple, and that same day there was a theft. Without proof, they just locked her up. Yes. Hard to believe now, isn't it? Atalanta was actually pretty timid. They held her in a regular room, but she was terrified. She wouldn't even touch the food they brought her. Except when she saw me, she suddenly yelled, "Hey! Get me out of this place! If it wasn't for your singing, I wouldn't be here." I felt really guilty. Listening to hymns isn't a crime. What happened to Atalanta was so unfair. That's when I aimed to become a knight. I didn't want that kind of thing to happen again. Clearly, I haven't done well enough.
You two must have been really close.
We meant the world to each other.
Magister, look! There's a camp up ahead! Chippy, aren't you tired? Me? Of course! I'm not tired at all! Huh? Chippy's not tired. But, Cammy, you're looking a bit underestimate me. I can totally go on. Magister Merlin is so kind.
Hold on. Look at the golems at the camp's entrance and those flags. Magister, those we just defeated seem to be...
Anyone associated with the Syndicate is a villain, and it's the responsibility of the commander of the heroic order, Shippy, to clear them out for our Magister.
Looks like this is indeed the Adamant Syndicate's camp.
There are leftover golem parts here. Why do they look familiar? It's not the first time we've seen things related to golems in the Syndicate's camps.
Let's put our clues together and figure this out. If the previous Syndicate stronghold was where they made the golem cores, then this camp is where they assemble the golems. It might be difficult to activate these golems that have been dormant for years. In order to get them to work, they've been conducting a lot of experiments.
So, they picked this place because the ancient battlefield has the most sleeping golems?
Yes, they let these golems wander the ruins without considering the harm they might cause to nearby residents.
Additionally, it seems like the so-called successful pieces for now are only sent to specific places to cause harm. I can't believe the Syndicate would go to these lengths. Sir, what are you doing?
Are you blind? I'm assembling golems.
Is the Adamant Syndicate forcing you to do this?
Forcing me? I get good money for each golem. Now get lost. Don't slow down my work.
I'd much rather be doing something else right now.
Miss, may I know what you're carrying?
Just contraptions I'm assembling. Let me tell you, the stuff I'm assembling isn't that powerful. Nowhere near as strong as our boss.
Is your boss part of the Adamant Syndicate?
No way! My amazing master was born under a blood moon, the first under the long night. He's the dictator of gold, king of silver hair, and lunar wild wolf. Don't disrespect the great Mauler Wild Wolf. Don't you know anything, you ignorant peasant? Get lost. I don't have time for you country bumpkins.
Magister Merlin, even though we've confirmed the connection between the Adamant Syndicate and the Golem's revival, there are still some mysteries left unsolved.
Like that guy with the super long title the lady just mentioned?
And how they're bringing the golems back on such a large scale, and why they control them.
Exactly! What's driving those golems? And what are the Adamant Syndicate up to? That's what we need to know!
Do you think it might be linked to the Faith Stone? Admittedly, the Adamant Syndicate using the Faith Stone to reactivate the golems isn't out of the question.
Right! If Atalanta is tied to the Adamant Syndicate, it makes sense! It's definitely suspicious. Tamicia caught Atalanta back then, but she didn't have the Faith Stone on her. If she took the Fate Stone and gave it to the Adamant Syndicate...
Impossible. I haven't seen her in years. I don't know where Atalanta has been, who she's met, or what she's done. But I just know she would never do something like that. She might never fully trust others. Even I, who she saw as a close friend, was betrayed by her. But she would never hurt anyone innocent.
Yes, Atalanta has been supportive of us from the start. She couldn't be a villain.
If Atalanta knew how much trust you have in her, I wonder how she'd react.
What's with this sentimental atmosphere?
Ci vediamo nella prossima tappa. Ricorda di iscriverti e azionare la campanella per vedere i nuovi capitoli nel mondo di AFKJourney. Segui TatiAmiCuore su YouTube e Twitch. Grazie, Ami! A presto! Bye bye!